So I know it's shocking, but I actually finished a project.
My so-called life is sponsored by...
How's it going? I'm Godless Sewing, and this is the Godless Sewing channel. So, I finally lost my voice. About 2 days ago, I completely lost my voice. So if I sound a bit creaky or a little bit more Batman than usual, it's because my voice has slowly come back. So with all of that being said, I made a beautiful coat and I rescued a 1930s Singer sewing machine. And I also got the ingenious idea of reupholstering my old office chairs. So as always, strap on, wear a helmet, and let's go sewing! This is a 1930s Singer AD 77683 sewing machine. It's from Elizabethport, New Jersey, and it is 92 years old. So today when I went to my local thrift store, I honestly believe that they had no idea what this sewing machine was. It was priced extremely low, and I was actually really shocked when I saw it was only for 50 bucks. Usually something like this is for $150 or $200. So I jumped at it and I was like, oh, I'll take this one. It needs a little bit of work, so instead of talking about it, let's check it out. I'm actually really stoked that I got this sewing machine. I'm getting better and better at fixing vintage sewing machines. So when I looked at this originally, I was going to take it out of its cabinet. But if you look at this, it is in perfect condition. Whoever had this machine took it out and cleaned it regularly. Also, it came with all the accessories, and one of the most important things, it came with the size 14 needle. When it comes to vintage sewing machines, always do your research because they have specialty parts. So, I got my Hughley coveralls on. I'm ready to go. Let's fix this. So I am completely stoked that this machine is fully functional and my voice is still kind of funky. So I'm going to make a kufi on this 92-year-old Singer sewing machine. This thing is beautiful. So I'm still kind of in shock how this machine that's over 90 years old still works. It threw down the perfect stitch, and look how clean and beautiful this kufi is. I'm still amazed on how a machine this old still works better than modern day sewing machines. But that's just my humble opinion. Like I always say, stay creative and keep sewing. So for anyone who's interested, I made this coat using Simplicity pattern R11407. Yes, I am one of those people that can't even go to Walmart without buying fabric. Today I was at my local Walmart and I was just perusing, minding my own business, and I came home with 4 yards of this beautiful fabric. I have full intentions on making a sweatshirt, but my last 2 projects, I had full intentions on making those sweatshirts as well. So I'm gonna start sewing. See what happens. I am slowly losing my voice, but I'm not going to let that stop me. So far, I'm staying on task. The shape came out perfect. I'm going to cut my hood right now, add my pockets and buttons, and see how it comes out. So I have completely fallen in love with the Simplicity pattern R11407. I use it now as the base for all of my coats just because that particular pattern has the perfect shape for someone my size. I lined this coat with a fake serape. So there's a blanket inside of here. It is warm. And honestly, I don't know what I was thinking because I live in Southern California and it's still summer here. I added what I call my Londo Malari buttons just because they're dramatic. I also extended the cuff where it's a little bit past my fingers because I love that late 2000s emo look. Well, at least in my cuffs. So all in all, the sweatshirt came out perfect. I can't wait till winter, and quite honestly, I'm probably gonna wear this thing tonight. So like I always say, stay creative and keep sewing. One of the really cool things about living next door to Hollywood is that when production is over, when shows are done, they usually sell all of their clothes or they send them off to thrift stores. I purchased these coveralls in a thrift store in Hollywood and didn't even realize it till I took it home that these came from the television show The Hughleys. I love these coveralls. So I am slowly losing my voice, but I'm not going to let something like that stop me from reupholstering my chair. I went back and purchased the rest of the fabric from the jacket that I made last week. I've decided to completely and utterly cover everything I can in this pattern because I've fallen in love with it. I've had these chairs for a while, and I think it's time to bring them back to something that I can bring in the house. So, let's start sewing, see what happens. You know, it still amazes me how just a little bit of fabric can completely change a chair. I absolutely love how this came out so much that I kept going. I have 3 more to go, actually 4 more to go, but that's okay. These look perfect. So, like I always say, stay creative, keep sewing. So this week I used my Husqvarna Viking, my Singer Brilliance, and of course my Singer 404. Honestly, the older Singer sewing machines throw down the perfect stitch, and I use it in everyday practical situations. I absolutely love my Singer 404. So, very quickly, do you ever notice how when someone says very quickly, it's not quick at all? I have a sewing buddy. I have a neighbor I've known my entire life, and I think she was kind of shocked when I told her that I sew. And then when she came to my house, she saw how much I really do. So I have a sewing buddy, and she made me a blanket. So first, I want to say thank you, Linda, and look at how awesome that is. And it's got the old school sewing machines on it. I absolutely love this blanket. It will be added to the fleet. There is never a boring day here in the House of Sewing. If you've made it this far, I thank you. Do you know, I absolutely love restoring old sewing machines. It's a love of mine, and I've kind of become a bit of a curator of old sewing machines. And I can't wait till winter where I can actually wear that coat / sweatshirt. So, as always, reinforce your seams, be yourself, and I will definitely see you next time.
Yeah.
We're trying to help you.
I don't need help.
Not my diagnosis. What gives you the right? What's the difference between you and me?
I'm not wearing hockey pads.